Happy Monday. Happy Movement Monday. This is our fourth Monday that we're focusing on the thoracic. We're going to extend this one into the spine because I'm going to give you guys a classic. If you guys have ever done yoga, we're familiar with the cat-camel. The name doesn't really make sense because cats and camels, they both hump up. So in our clinic, we call it the cat-cobra. Kind of makes sense. So I'm going to teach you guys whatever animal you want to be today. Ideally, what we're looking at is the movement of the whole spine moving through flexion and then extension. However, I'm going to make it a little bit more difficult because that's what we do here. I want you guys to think about moving each vertebra independently of each other. So instead of just flexing your whole spine up, we're going to start at the tail and we're going to flex the tail and then the low back and then the upper back and then we're going to drop the head. This philosophy is trying to tap into smaller segmental motions throughout the body and make you more aware of the areas that are moving and that aren't moving. So if you feel discomfort, you feel some tightness, stay there and focus on that area. So let's get started. We are going to get you on your hands and knees here. So we're all familiar with cat and then the cobra position. So here's how we're going to change this. I'm going to have you guys go all the way up into cat. So you're going to push your belly away from the floor, round your back, and you're going to drop your head. From here, you're going to stair step. So we're going to start down at the tailbone, and we're going to work our way up towards the head. So the first thing we're going to do is try to keep the round back and let the tailbone move. Then the middle of the low back, then the rib cage, then the upper back's going to come through, and then the head's going to come up. Okay, and then we're going to reverse that. So now the tail's going to go first. So you see right here, my buns are starting to move. Tailbone first. Then we're going to work our way up the spine till we get to the shoulder blades. And then we're going to finish it up by tucking the head. Go ahead and do it with me this time. So we're going to go tailbone is going to go up. Then the belly's going to drop towards the floor. Then the ribs. Then the chest. Then the shoulder blades. And then the head comes up. Reverse that. So now tailbone's going to go down towards the floor. Ribs are going to come up. Shoulder blades are going to push apart. And head's going to drop. If you find segmental areas that feel tight, go ahead and get yourself into that position and just work through it. So tiny little cat cobras, just working through that tight area. If it's down in your tailbone, you're going to do just buns out, buns in, buns out, buns in. Trying to hold the position at the top so that you're segmentally moving only this area. This is a great warm-up first thing in the morning or before we go to bed to hydrate our discs. And so when we wake up with low back pain, we've got really well-hydrated discs. Sometimes that can cause some discomfort. So you hop down, do a couple cat cobras, get those discs used to some motion. Back pain may be mitigated that way. Give it a shot. Pass this on to your friends who are dealing with some low back pain or just have trouble moving because they don't really know what to do. It's a very simple exercise done with no equipment. Anywhere in your house it can be done. Happy Monday. I will see you guys next week.